Hello everyone and welcome to session 3 of the program. So far we have learned how to track the amount and type of food that you eat. We've also been keeping an eye on our weight. In this session, we'll learn how to eat healthy and balanced meals. We'll learn of the Myplate concept to understand the various food groups that should constitute our diet. We'll get to know of healthier options of your favorite foods. We'll also talk about the good side of fats. We'll learn of the best strategy to lose weight by achieving a calorie balance. That's a lot to do today, so let's begin.
नहीं, एक ही डालती हूँ।
Good morning, Mom.
Good morning. Are you really having breakfast with me?
Yes.
Has the sun risen in the west today?
Yeah, and pigs are flying.
Give me back my idlis, dear. Please take your own.
Sharing is caring, Mother. Let me have another one.
Okay.
I have a very heavy day at work.
What are your plans for today?
A lot of assignments.
Okay.
खान साहब, आपके कबाब।
हाँ वाह शेखर बेटा, पेट और दिल दोनों खुश कर दिया तूने। शेखर बेटा, ले तू खा ले।
आप नहीं खाएंगे?
मेरे लिए यही बहुत है।
One glass of cold drink, one vegetable burger, and
I feel this class is more of a pain than anything else. I feel guilty about the things I love to eat. मैं तो ये सोचती हूँ one should live to eat.
You're telling me about that. You know, I'm a pakka believer in living to eat. But then I realized that sometimes you need to balance it out a little by eating to live. You know, mix it up.
अरे मुझसे तो control ही नहीं होता है. I try to follow Shreya step by step, but I get demotivated. I need someone to give me a pep talk.
Very well. Next time when you're near something that you should not be eating, like a bag of chips or cake or, you know, just call me. I will talk you out of it.
I don't know how will you be able to manage me. I talk too much, but I think it's a good idea. जब मैं बोर हो रही होती हूँ मैं कुछ भी खा लेती हूँ.
Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Let's begin. I'll help Mr. Khan catch up later. So how has your tracking been?
लगे हुए हैं. मुझे तो लगने लगा that my whole life is revolving around tracking only.
You know, I have realized my mistake. I was eating a lot of packaged food and also a lot of sandwiches and cold drinks. And now I realize how much mayo these sandwiches have. I mean, I had been thinking that I'm actually eating very healthy because I was eating light. And thanks to the tracking, now I even know how much chips and fatty puffs and you know, baked potatoes I've been eating, which you told us are actually quite fatty.
Means you weren't making healthy choices. So you're going to find today's session quite interesting because we are going to talk about how to eat healthy. Because eating healthy is not about what you eat, but also about how you eat.
How we eat? ये कौन सी नई बला है?
Any guesses?
भाई देखो, मेरी माँ तो ये कहती थी कि खाना हमेशा धीरे धीरे खाओ, अच्छा पचेगा. And that's what I tell my sons. लेकिन वो सुनते ही नहीं है. They're always running school, college, tuition, football.
This is why they say mothers are always right, because my mother also says the same thing. And they are right, because if you eat your food slowly, it aids in digestion. Also, you're able to enjoy your food and realize when you're full. So you should always have regular meals and not skip a meal, because if you do, you end up having a lot at the next meal, or maybe have junk food in the middle.
Yeah, that's true, you know, because sometimes when I miss a meal, I end up having a packet of chips. Or sometimes you just don't have any option, you're at your desk, you're working, and there's just no time.
Right. You know what you could do is have some healthy options around you or even on your desk, something like a fruit or murmura, right? Next is to eat slowly, which we already discussed before. It aids in digestion. And lastly, there is no pressure to finish off everything on your plate.
लेकिन हमारे घरों में ना, if you leave food on the plate, लोग बुरा मान जाते हैं.
That's true for most Indian households. What you could do is that start with a smaller serving and then you could go for a second helping if you need more.
ओहो, ट्रक तो कल खराब हुआ था ना मियाँ, तो आज तो डिलीवरी करवा दो. क्लाइंट बार-बार फोन कर रहा है. सुबह से 10 फोन आ चुके हैं मुझे. Sorry.
That's okay, Mr. Khan.
पार्टी कब दे रहे हैं?
Continue करें. So we were talking about how to eat healthy. To take you through it, you should eat regular meals, chew your food slowly, and basically enjoy your food. Also, you should put as much in your plate as you can finish, so start with smaller servings.
श्रेया मैडम, मैं तो खाना बहुत एंजॉय करता हूँ और बहुत इत्मीनान से खाता हूँ. Actually, my wife is a very good cook.
That's nice. Okay, so let's get on to the food now. I've got a huge spread here for you to dig into.
Wow.
My, what excitement. Okay, before we get on to it, I have to explain the Myplate concept to you. Now, the Myplate concept is a way for you to fill up your plate with a balanced meal consisting of food items from the 5 major food groups. That is fruits, vegetables, protein, grains, and dairy. Now, as you can see that fruits and vegetables constitute about 50% of your daily diet, and proteins constitute about 20%, and grains, which we tend to have a lot of, is only 30%. The rest of it is dairy. Okay? Tanya, why don't you serve yourself first? So let's see what grains everybody has picked.
Rice?
Okay. Any wheat-based product like roti or bread or paratha?
I got a toast.
Okay, toast, that is bread, so it's also under grains. Anybody else?
I have taken a bajre ki roti.
That's very good, Mrs. Parekh. Millets like bajra, ragi and jowar are very good for us and also come under the grains category. So I guess that settles the grains that we mostly eat in India.
I took cornflakes. Isn't it a cereal?
Yes, cornflakes is a cereal. In fact, all these whole grains like bajra, ragi and jowar are very good for us and are very high in fiber. In India, we have a lot of carbohydrates in grains in our diet, whereas the recommended amount is 6 servings in a day. So that would mean a bowl of cereal or 2 idlis or 2 slices of bread for breakfast, 2 chapatis for lunch and 2 chapatis or a bowl of rice for dinner. So let's see the fruits and vegetables on each of your plates.
I took mixed vegetable.
That's good. Anybody take salad?
I did. I prefer salad to cooked vegetables.
That's because you're so polished.
Tanya, stop harassing Raghu. He could feed all the vegetables on his plate to you.
I could, you know.
But yes, salads are also very important. As you can see from the Myplate graph that fruits and vegetables constitute at least half of your diet.
In our house, we have kakri and tomato salad for dinner, and fruits are there for dessert usually.
That's really good. Vegetables are very low in fat and calories and at the same time are very filling also. They also aid in digestion and are super healthy. Fruits on the other hand are also very healthy, but you should have less of the very sugary fruits like mango or lychee, and on the other hand pomegranates are very healthy.
श्रेया मैडम, अनार is my favorite और हम घर में तो बहुत अच्छा अनार का रायता बनाते हैं.
That's very good. वो तो dairy भी हो गया.
I love mangoes. I have the whole sometimes.
Well, fruits and vegetables are super rich in nutrients. If you reduce the fat and calories or carbohydrates in your diet and increase the vegetables, you will surely lose weight. Mangoes are good, but they're very high on sugar, so you should mind the quantity. The recommended amounts for fruits and vegetables is 4 to 5 katoris of vegetables and 1 to 2 fruits in a day.
और ये प्रोटीन में क्या आता है? चिकन, मटन, ठीक?
Right? Or fish and eggs. What all proteins have you taken?
मैंने तो कोई प्रोटीन नहीं लिया क्योंकि सारे प्रोटीन में नॉन वेज है.
Actually, you did. आपने दाल ली है, which is a very good source of proteins for vegetarians. In fact, all dals, chana, rajma, and even soya bean are good sources of protein. And the recommended amounts for proteins is 2 to 3 servings in a day. That leaves dairy, which includes items like low-fat butter, milk, curd, paneer, and the recommended amounts are 2 to 3 cups in a day. That would include your raita, Mr. Khan.
Where do fats figure in all of this?
Fats is the last food group which should be had in the least quantities, not more than 2 tablespoons in a day.
Shreya, how will we remember all of this?
Just remember the main food groups and soon you'll see it becomes a habit. We don't expect you to know everything in one shot. Or what you could do is that you could stick a printout of this Myplate diagram on your refrigerator just to remind you. And when you go out, you could refer to your Habits app. How does that sound?
Great.
Okay, so let's take a break now. Today we are talking about eating healthy. And how we eat is as important to healthy eating as what we eat. So keep a regular pattern of meals. Avoid skipping meals, eat slowly, and don't feel pressure to finish everything on your plate. A healthy, balanced meal consists of all food groups. The Myplate concept illustrates the 5 food groups. These include vegetables, fruits, grains like wheat, rice and cereals, proteins like dals and meats, and dairy products like milk, dahi and paneer. A small amount of fat is also necessary in your daily diet. The recommended daily intake of these food groups is 6 servings of grains, 4 to 5 katoris of vegetables, 3 katoris of proteins, 1 or 2 fruits, and 2 to 3 cups of dairy. Also, you shouldn't have more than 2 tablespoons of fat in a day.